Something massive is moving toward Earth, and scientists are watching it closely. Asteroid 2024. YR4, a space rock hurtling through the void, has captured the attention of astronomers worldwide, not because it's the largest or the fastest, but because of one unsettling detail. Current projections suggest a 2.3% chance that this asteroid could collide with Earth. While that number might seem small, in the world of planetary defense, it's enough to raise alarms. Right now, powerful telescopes are tracking its every move, refining calculations, and hoping to rule out the worst-case scenario. But what if those odds don't shrink? What if instead, they grow? It wouldn't be the first time a space rock surprised us. The universe is unpredictable, and even the slightest shift in an asteroid's trajectory, caused by a gravitational nudge or an unnoticed force, could alter its fate. And ours. The question isn't just if it will hit, it's when we'll know, for sure, and whether we'll have enough time to stop it. Asteroid 2024 YR4 was first spotted late last year by astronomers scanning the sky for near-Earth objects. At first, it seemed like just another routine discovery, one of thousands of space rocks drifting harmlessly through our solar system. But as scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the European Space Agency ran their calculations, they noticed something unsettling. This asteroid wasn't just passing by. It was on a path that, under the right conditions, could bring it dangerously close to Earth. Unlike many asteroids that have well-defined orbits, 2024 YR4's trajectory contained a degree of uncertainty. Initial models showed a 2.3% chance of impact, a low probability, but still high enough to demand serious attention. For context, most near-Earth asteroids have impact probabilities that barely register above zero. Even a fraction of a percent is enough to trigger closer observation. And with a rock estimated to be the size of a skyscraper, the consequences of a collision could be catastrophic. But there's something even more concerning. The asteroid's path is affected by forces that are difficult to predict. Small gravitational interactions with planets, pressure from solar radiation, or even a slight release of gas from the asteroid itself could alter its trajectory in ways that are impossible to model with absolute certainty. Over the coming weeks, astronomers have been gathering more data, refining their predictions, and preparing for every possibility. But as new observations come in, one question remains unanswered. Are we running out of time? Asteroid 2024. YR4 is a massive chunk of rock, hurtling through space at an astonishing speed, roughly 50,000 miles per hour. That's fast enough to circle Earth twice in under an hour. But what makes this asteroid particularly concerning isn't just its speed, it's the uncertainty of its path. Imagine you're driving on a long, dark highway at night. In the distance, you see a faint shadow moving toward your lane. At first, it's unclear whether it's a harmless gust of wind, a plastic bag tumbling across the road, or something far more dangerous, a deer about to cross your path. The closer you get, the more details you can make out. But until the very last moment, you don't know for sure whether you'll need to swerve. That's exactly the challenge scientists face when tracking asteroids like 2024 YR4. The numbers we have today are based on limited observations, and even the smallest new detail, a single measurement taken weeks from now, could shift our entire understanding of where it's headed. So, why can't we just predict its path with complete certainty? The answer lies in something called the Yarkovsky effect, a tiny force that can push an asteroid off course over time. This happens because space rocks absorb sunlight and then re-radiate that energy as heat. If one side of the asteroid heats up more than the other, it can create a minuscule but continuous thrust like a slow-motion rocket engine. Over months or years, this slight push can add up, nudging the asteroid onto a new trajectory. The problem? We don't yet have precise measurements of 2024 YR4's shape, surface composition, or rotation, all of which affect how the Yarkovsky effect influences its path. But there's another wild card in the equation: gravitational keyholes, tiny regions of space where an asteroid passing through at just the right moment can be pulled into a new, more dangerous orbit by Earth's gravity. Think of it like shooting a basketball. If you miss slightly, the ball bounces off the rim and veers away harmlessly. But if you hit the exact right spot, the ball rolls around the rim and drops straight in. For 2024 YR4, if it drifts into one of these gravitational keyholes, Earth's pull could set it on a direct collision course for a future impact, even if this upcoming pass seems safe. Right now, astronomers are using some of the most advanced telescopes on Earth, as well as radar systems to refine their calculations. But until more data comes in, we're left with an unsettling reality. There are still too many unknowns. And history has shown us that when it comes to asteroid predictions, surprises are always possible. But here's where things take a terrifying turn. New data suggests that 2024 YR4 isn't behaving like a typical asteroid. Observations from multiple telescopes indicate subtle but unusual deviations in its trajectory, changes that can't be fully explained by the Yarkovsky effect alone. Something else might be influencing its movement, and scientists aren't sure what. NASA's latest simulations reveal an alarming possibility. If 2024 YR4 passes through a specific region of space, a gravitational keyhole, during its next approach, it could be sent on a direct collision course with Earth in the coming years. The odds are still uncertain, but history has shown us that even small changes in an asteroid's path can have massive consequences. In 2004, astronomers discovered an asteroid named Apophis and initially calculated a 2.7% chance of impact. Panic spread. But as more data came in, the risk was eventually ruled out. Could the same happen with 2024 YR4? Or are we looking at a far more dangerous scenario? Dr. Amy Mainzer, one of the world's leading asteroid experts, warns that even a relatively small asteroid impact could be catastrophic. If a rock the size of 2024 YR4 were to hit Earth, it could unleash the energy equivalent to a nuclear detonation, she explains. The force of such an impact would be enough to level a city, create massive firestorms, and send shockwaves rippling across the planet. And that's assuming it strikes land. If it were to plunge into the ocean, the resulting mega tsunami could devastate coastal regions, wiping out millions of lives in minutes. But the real question isn't just what happens if it hits, it's whether we'll have enough time to stop it. Right now, planetary defense experts are analyzing potential mitigation strategies. Could we send a spacecraft to nudge the asteroid off course? Could a kinetic impactor, like NASA's successful DART mission, be deployed in time? Or are we already too late? For now, all we can do is wait. More observations are coming in. The numbers are being refined, but the clock is ticking, and every second brings us closer to knowing whether 2024 YR4 is just another near miss, or the asteroid we've all been fearing. If the worst-case scenario unfolds, if asteroid 2024 YR4's trajectory shifts just enough to put Earth in its crosshairs, humanity could face one of the most significant planetary threats in modern history. The exact impact zone would determine the scale of destruction, but make no mistake, an asteroid of this size, traveling at tens of thousands of miles per hour, would unleash devastation beyond anything we've ever experienced. Cities could be reduced to rubble in an instant. Fires would spread uncontrollably. If it strikes the ocean, tsunamis could travel thousands of miles, swallowing coastlines and reshaping entire regions. The sky would darken with debris. Temperatures could drop, and the world would face an unprecedented crisis. But there is hope. Scientists are not just tracking potential threats, they're working on ways to stop them. One of the most promising solutions is asteroid deflection, using spacecraft to nudge a space rock off its collision course. In 2022, NASA's DART mission proved that we can alter an asteroid's trajectory by smashing a high-speed probe into it. If we detect a dangerous asteroid early enough, a similar mission could be deployed to push it off course before it's too late. Other strategies include gravity tractors, spacecraft that hover near an asteroid and use their gravitational pull to slowly shift its path, and even nuclear options, last resort measures designed to break apart or vaporize a dangerous rock before impact. The real danger, however, isn't just this asteroid. It's what 2024 YR4 represents. We are living in a cosmic shooting gallery where space rocks of all sizes have collided with Earth for billions of years. The difference now? We finally have the technology to detect and possibly prevent a catastrophic impact. But are we doing enough? Are governments investing in planetary defense at the level this threat demands? Or are we waiting for disaster to strike before taking action? For now, all eyes are on 2024 YR4. Scientists are refining their calculations, watching for any shifts in its path. The world is waiting for answers. But as history has shown us, when it comes to space, the universe doesn't always give warnings. The question remains, are we truly prepared for what's coming next? Asteroid 2024 YR4 is still out there, speeding through the darkness of space. Scientists are tracking its every move, but the truth is, we're still waiting for answers. Will it pass by harmlessly, or are we witnessing the beginning of something far more dangerous? One thing is certain, this won't be the last asteroid that threatens Earth. The question isn't just about 2024 YR4, it's about whether we're truly prepared for the next one. What do you think? Should governments invest more in planetary defense? Could we stop an asteroid in time, or are we underestimating the risks? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you think this is shocking, wait until you hear about the asteroid that nearly hit Earth without anyone noticing. Stay tuned for that story, coming up next.